'Twas the hot summer of 1881 in the steaming swamp of Washington, D.C. President James A. Garfield was hustling to a train on his way to his 4th of July holiday. Lying in wait was Charles Guiteau with a gun. Guiteau was a sad little man, born in Illinois, a failure at nearly everything he did. His adult life was hardly more rewarding. Guiteau tried to join a cult in upstate New York that practiced polygamy, but no one would have him. He eventually found his way into another cult, politics. In 1875, Guiteau's father was convinced he was possessed by the devil, but Guiteau was convinced he was a prophet of God, and his mission was bringing him closer to the presidency. During the 1880 campaign, Guiteau supported the stalwart wing of the Republican Party. The stalwarts, if they believed in anything at all, believed that corruption in government was good. Stalwarts believed that presidents should be able to exploit the spoils system and the wealthy should be able to purchase whatever policies they prefer. This became Guiteau's new gospel, his new cult. He delivered several speeches in favor of President James A. Garfield, believing that Garfield would reward him with the spoils the victor had come to expect from the presidency. But what he didn't know was that Garfield was really a reformer, and Garfield had no interest in offering little specks and flecks of patronage to his friends. When Garfield won the presidency, Guiteau believed he was entitled to a job, no matter how insane he was. And when Guiteau realized that Garfield was serious about civil reform, he decided his mission was clear, and that James A. Garfield must die. Garfield's death guaranteed the vice president, Chester Arthur, would become president, and Arthur had a casual relationship with government ethics. Guiteau believed this was his ticket to fame, fortune, and power in the swamp of Washington, D.C. Guiteau purchased a revolver and read newspapers every day, learning of Garfield's whereabouts. And on July 2nd, Charles Guiteau sat in the train station, a predator awaiting his prey. Guiteau fired 2 rounds at the president and shouted, "I am a stalwart of the stalwarts! Arthur is president now!" Except he wasn't. President Garfield was still very much alive. 1 bullet grazed him, another bullet nicked his spine and several organs and was lodged deep within his body. Garfield was living, but for how long? Infection took hold. Garfield lay about with fever and infection, day after day after day, growing sicker and sicker and sicker. Weeks passed, then months, all of July, all of August, partially into September, and then the fevers really took hold of James Garfield. On September 19th, after 11 weeks of grasping on to the miracle that is life, James A. Garfield succumbed to his wounds, and Arthur became president. Guiteau's wildest dream came true. Guiteau's insanity was on full display for anyone to witness. He delivered his testimony in rhyme. He belittled the judge and the jury. He made grandiose statements that no one believed. Guiteau was executed almost a year after the assassination, and he danced on his way to the gallows, sure that he was a savior. Arthur, made president by an embarrassing assassination, left behind his ethically challenged ways and adopted the civil service reform supported by his friend Garfield. Chester Arthur, long believed one of the most corrupt men in Washington, ended up doing more to end government corruption than any president to that point in American history. Guiteau's body was taken by medical science. His soul haunts no one. But Garfield's soul is believed to haunt one home in Hiram, Ohio, his old home, and those ghosts roam Ohio to this day.